here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here at the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll They'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them. But I know one thing, the line coach will.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Minshew, 1st and 10. A quick pass to Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Los Angeles.
They'll run here with Akers. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Raiders, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with Not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Raiders. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. It's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd down, it's Flowers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. To throw here. That's caught by Warner out left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Flowers. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. 45 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
The 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll try the left side. Flowers. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today.
32-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half.
It's second down.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally put him into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the... Ten-yard line.
1st down and goal to go at the 7-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Maurice Hurst able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory, from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way. Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Reception here by Rose. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Flowers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Shot in there, it's out of bounds, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
What are you doing?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Minshew sets to throw. Connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Now he's forced out left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now left side on the swing pass. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And a Rams 1st down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. It'll Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Minshew. And this is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To number 80.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep fighting.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
To throw. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's going to let it fly. It's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 42-all. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And the Rams first down.
Minshew, 1st and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Space to maneuver at the 40. The left side throw complete to Adams. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they run the option on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they stop it right at the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Here's Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Minshew sets to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Down to the 25.
Cam Akers.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. From the 25 on 2nd down. Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Minshew's pass.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. And a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least give them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
On the deep ball. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. They bring him down. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off at the 11. And that's how this one ends. A dramatic fashion in overtime and the interception. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Los Angeles, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.